Awesome. All right. So find your space at the wall. Let's just drop that towel to the side for a second. We're going to start with a pec stretch. So I'll go side on. I'm side on. So stand side onto your wall. Squeeze your legs together so you can feel the connection right up your inside thighs. Make sure your hips stay pointing to your front. One hand goes onto the wall in line with your shoulder. And then you're going to zip up, switch everything on, and just walk your fingers back and up like a little spider until you feel a stretch through the front of the shoulder. You're going to make sure that your shoulder doesn't rotate, so you're absolutely square to your front. Just pause for a moment in that pec stretch. And then if you can take a little step a little bit closer to your wall, but try to keep everything square. And then again, walk the fingertips back and up just to really open that shoulder up. Take a breath or two here. Keep the neck soft. And just gently walk them back in, and then we're going to just flip around straight to the other side. So squaring up, squeeze the legs, wrap your bottom, zip it up. Hand on the wall, walk the fingertips back and up. Find your stretch. Stay just a moment to breathe nice and deep. About a breath or two. Then if you can, take a step in. Check that everything is square still. And then try to walk back and up a little bit more. And 2 breaths. 1 more. Enjoy that moment, don't rush. Bring the hand back down nice and carefully, and let's find our backs onto the wall. Take the feet forward and slightly apart. We're going to go into a wall sit. I just want you to find the length through the spine. Make sure your back is in neutral. Zip it up. Bring the arms one on top of each other. See if you can set the shoulder girdle straight away. Feel the back of the shoulders moving towards the wall. Don't depress too much though. It's just slightly setting. Long back of necks. Zip up, lift your pelvic floor and slide. I'm going to move my feet forward a little bit. Slide down the wall till ideally you're going for 90. If you've got dodgy knees, you might need to not be so low. And we're just going to stay there and breathe. Breathing in through your nose, open the ribs to the sides. Breathing out through your mouth and soften the upper traps. Got my eye on the clock. I'm not telling you how long we're staying for. We're just going to stay here and breathe. Find the gentle support through the front of the lower tummy, up through the pelvic floor, wrapping the ribs, wrapping the glutes around the pelvic floor. We're going to go 3 more deep breaths. Deep breath. Squeeze out the last bit of air. 2 more. Legs should be starting to get warm. Lift the pelvic floor a little bit higher. 1 more breath. And push through the heels. Coming up to stand, soften the arms, walk the heels a little bit in, still about 6 inches away from the wall. Find your lift. We're going 3 roll downs straight away. Breathe in. Breathe out, deepen the tummy, tuck the chin. Find the lower back onto the wall. And keep the lower back. The top of the pants are going to try to stay on the wall for as long as you can. Try to keep the tail between the legs. Stretch the lower back. Breathe in to stay at the bottom. Pull from the sit bones, come up nice and slowly. I'm going to give you 3 roll downs in your own time. Connecting the movement with the breath. Just checking in. What does your lower back feel like today? What do your hamstrings feel like today? As your head stacks, what do your shoulders feel like today? One more. Are there any tight spots in your spine? Not necessarily trying to change too much, just bringing the awareness. And then once your head restacks, you're going to move your heels in as close to the wall as you can. Still not touching though, and then hover your butt like literally 1 millimeter off your wall. 3 roll downs to go. Don't touch the wall with your bottom. Yep, mine just did already. So we'll just kind of keep self-correcting. You'll find that obviously you can't go as low as a normal roll down because you'll feel like you're either going to hit the wall or you're going to topple forward. As your head restacks, lift the ribs up off the pelvis and just find a little bit more length through the torso. 2 to go. A lot more work going on in the base of the bottom and the stomach. And try not to do what I do. I know all my cheats. I try to pinch my toes to compensate. Our body loves to compensate. Splay your 10 toes out. Well, this is the last one. Take your time as you restack your head. We're going to come to the front of the mat. Cross one ankle when you're ready. Join me. Cross one ankle in front of the boot. Stack the arms, lift the heels up off the floor, and slowly, without leaning forward, lower yourself towards your mat. Smooth landing. Try not to put the hands down, and then grab your towel if it's near you, straight onto your back, and find your neutral. I'm going to give you a moment just to settle into your neutral spine. Feel the ribs heavy. Let's float the towel straight above the breastbone. So I want the wrist directly above the shoulders. And just feel like that towel is there for a reason, but it's not there to smash your upper body, right? It's there today just to give you feedback into your shoulder stabilizing muscles to help you to soften your upper traps and to help you connect your shoulders to your pelvis. So take a moment to find the length through the back of the neck, to settle the rib cage, but then to super subtly draw those 2 shoulder blades down and in to find that invisible length through the collarbone. So I'm not kind of pinching and squeezing, it's just there. A tiny little bit pull apart with the hands. And then I'm going to take a breath in through my nose. As I start to deepen the tummy and breathe out, that's the cue to send the towel back over the head. Go as far as your shoulders don't rise, your ribs don't flare. Breathe in to come back to the start position. I want you to keep that same amount of energy in the towel all the way through. You don't let go, you don't get any tighter. 2 more, breathe out. The front of the neck. Just kind of gently pulling the chin down to lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale to return. 1 more, coordinating the arms with the tummy, with the pelvic floor. Visualize the waist narrowing. Bring it back. We're going to add a leg lift. Breathe out the band. I keep calling it band. It's a towel. The towel goes back. Lift your right leg. Breathe in return. So your attention as you swap to legs is more to your lower back now. And you stabilize. Not really requiring loads of extra or just enough to stabilize you. Left leg, everything working as a unit. A well-oiled machine. Let's add a double leg lift if you can. You can always stay on a single. Breathe out. Breathe in to stay. Breathe out. Change the breath pattern. Don't feel like you have to follow my breath pattern. That was just a habit. Left leg leads. Back to the start. We're doing one more set each side. The challenge is obviously to bring up that second leg without losing that really deep swoop on the stomach. Last side. Let's leave the legs where they are, but return the arms. Stay there and just check that your knees are directly, ideally, over the pelvis. They're not kind of biased a little bit towards you. Find the lower abdominals, little spine twist. So we're not going to go far. You're going to feel the shoulder blades against your mat. Take the two knees to the right. Can't go far, you're going to lose it. Breathe out to come back to the center. Inhale to the left. The back of the neck needs to stay long. Try to still come back, rib, waist, hip, knee in that order, although you're not moving a whole lot. Inhale. And if you're like me, you might find your neck is trying to grab on a little bit extra. Keep trying to kind of pull the chin down so the neck doesn't shorten. One more to the left. Bring it back. I feel like I need some range of movement, so I'm just going to go the standard spine twist. Just rest your towel over your belly button. Breathe in. Let's go for your range now. Still don't move the shoulders, but find that amazing stretch through the lower back. Rib, waist, hip, knee. You can always pop the feet down on the floor at any point, guys, if you need to. Breathe in, squeezing the inside thighs together. Nice cracks through my lower back. Feels so good. Breathe out, bring it back. Rib, waist, hip, knee. One more each way. Breathing in. Exhale. Pull. Make sure you're rolling back in the right order. Last one to the left. I'm going to grab the towel as I come back to the center. Stabilize the shoulders really slowly without the back arching. Float the thighs away from you. Can you find your tippy toes onto the mat? Don't arch your back. Work it at the bottom. Slide your legs along the floor. Reach the towel over your head, still funneling the ribs together. Squeeze the inside thighs together. Reach the towel to the ceiling. Pull your head and shoulders up. Stop. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm pulling on the towel. I'm coming up another inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scoop the stomach in a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you get past the hard part, don't cheat and let your belly splat. Round the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reach it forward into a spine stretch. Stop and pause, roll all the way back. Just got to do a quick, adjustment costume. Breathe in, roll it up. Inhale, stay, roll it back. We're going for 6 roll-ups. Putting it all together. So again, we're keeping the same tension on the band. Good, when you get in that spine stretch, don't splat. Try to keep lifting the ribs right up off the pelvis. Let's do 3 more, make it smooth. It's not a race. Roll through the lower back. Remember, you can always bend the knees on the way down if you need to. Let's just do 1 more. Let's stop at the top. Here, just pause, lift the ribs up a little bit higher. I know I caught myself collapsing, so maybe you were too. We're going to shift the towel to a diagonal. We're going to roll down, stay on the diagonal, and that towel kind of goes a funny diagonal at the bottom. Reach it forward, roll it up, stay on the diagonal. For 2 more, squeezing the legs together. Same breath pattern, inhale to chest lift, exhale to roll. Last one. Inhale. Geez, I really wore the wrong pants tonight, holy moly. Really nearly flashed my bum. Let's go to the other side, breathe in, breathe out. You guys don't need to stop, you can just keep going. Inhale. Pause and lift and scoop the stomach. Again, 2 to go. Check in, have you still got that gentle pull on the hands? Are you still connecting the armpits to the waist? Last one. Reach it up. Let's come past through the center. I'm going to fold and just release the band and give myself a really big, or you can just roll it. Do that, couldn't you? And just pull yourself to give yourself a really nice hammy stretch. Breathe. Feel like your head is going to go forward, past your big toes. Then collect your core again, scoop the stomach, release on the band away from the soles of the feet. We're going to roll down, bend the knees as you roll down. And let's hook the legs into the chest. Here we go. Press the shoulders down. Breathe in to prepare. We're going to come up for the hundreds position. A little variation with the towel. My head's nearly out of the camera. I'm going to slide down a little bit so you can see. Take your breath in, shoulders into the sockets. Breathe out, press the legs away. Stop here. You could go up if you need to. Pump the arms, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Bend the knees in, reach over, open the collarbone, scoop the stomach, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the stomach in, stretch, keep repeating, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. Any point you need to put the head down, do what you're going to do, up and over. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. We're only going to do 2 more. Keep moving those ribs really wide, pulling on the towel. Last one. Breathing in, breathe out. Stay, hold, pull your stomach in a little bit deeper, pull the knees into the chest. Just release the band for a second. Roll your head side to side. Let it go. We're going to come up. We're going to go straight into abs. Curl the head and shoulders. Reach the left leg along the mat. Right leg to the ceiling. Stay here. Flex the feet just for an extra quick hammy stretch and pull the knee over towards your face. Settle the shoulders. Hamstring pull 1. Use your arms to pull the thigh towards you. I want you to push your left foot into your floor. Pull, pull. Scissor kick. Pull, pull. Keep swapping. We worked on this last week. Remember, the challenge point is where the legs are meeting and scissoring. What is your stomach doing right at that moment? Is it deep? Ask yourself. Correct it if it needs it. Stay here, the hands go behind the head. Keep going, you work the shoulders, pull them down, let's go. pull, pull, scissor kick, pull, pull. Breathe. That knee should be coming towards your face. Last one, add the twist. Up and over, up and over. We're going for 3 each side. Top leg should be straight. Reach it away as best as you can. Pull and twist. Pull and twist. One more set. Well done. Pull the knees into the chest. I'm going to flip you straight over onto your belly. Grab your towel. Forehead on the mat. I'm going to play around with the categories today. Get the towel behind you. And just get yourself nice and long first of all. So feel the pubic going into the mat. Use the towel to roll your shoulders back. Open the collarbones, and I want you to feel like the towel is going to slide away from your butt towards your heels. Lift your stomach just enough off the floor. Breathe into a basic back extension. Hands are reaching towards the feet, head reaching away. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out to come down. 6 times. So that towel is just helping to remind you of your shoulder alignment. But I really want the length through the thoracic spine. I'm not interested in how high you can come. Sure, if you've got the range, go for it. But I would really love to see some length. 4 to go, sorry. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out to come down. Keep going. Using your breath to initiate the movement. 2 more only. Keep rolling those shoulders back. This is your last one. Let's stay in a tiny little hover. Just enough to feel the thoracic spine. It shouldn't really feel like it goes anywhere near the lower back. Gently lift the lower abdominals just a tiny bit off the floor, and then pick up the 2 thighs. Stretch your legs really nice and long. Beat the heels together with control 5 times. 1, 2, 3, my thighs are parallel. 4, roll the shoulders back. 5, turn them out to a baby V. 5 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to parallel. Pick up the stomach. 1, 2, how are we going? 3, squeeze the inside thighs. Turn out to your baby V. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower the thighs, lower the head, push yourself back, just a little counter stretch into a rest position. Keep the stomach lifted away from your thighs. Pick the stomach up a little higher, press the hips forward. This time the arms are going straight forward with your towel. I'm going to come into a little hover. So before we go there, slide the shoulders down. I want the elbows to stay straight. I have a nasty habit of bending my elbows when they're over my head. So you're going to try to keep reaching out through the fingers, but don't let the shoulders be near the ears. I'll talk you through it. So forehead is on the mat. Take your breath in. If this is too much, you can let go of the towel and go let tea, by the way. Breathe in to stay. Breathe out, pick up the stomach, lift the upper body into a tiny hover. We're holding, counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. So I want the legs to be long. Don't let those legs be a little bit baggy. Here we go. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, cinch in the waist. Lengthen the legs, lift the face, shoulders, chest, thighs. Pull on the towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A mini break. 1 more time. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, cinch everything in. Pick it up. We're staying. We're going to release the towel, but keep the arms lifted. Let's get ready to swim. Slow and controlled. Right arm, left leg, hold 1. Left arm, right leg, 2. Ideally, don't put your hand on the floor. Again, be careful it doesn't go too much into the lower back. Don't dump into the lower back. Yes, you'll feel it. But enough control through the stomach. 2 more each side, by the way. But does it feel like a crunch in the lower back? 1 more each side. Lower everything down. Beautiful. Sit back into another little counter stretch. Just for a moment to breathe. Continue to pull the tail between the legs and just let the fingertips slide towards the knees. I'm taking you back onto your backs, into your position, getting ready for a shoulder reach. Haven't done any pelvic curls yet, so I'm going to start with 3 pelvic curls. So set your feet, set your fingers nice and long. Set your arms long, but those collarbones beautiful and wide. Breathe in, and in your own time, 3 curls. So we're really careful that we don't push up with our lower back as we get to the top. Roll segmentally all the way down. 2 to go. Hopefully you can feel your glutes a little bit from your swimming. So they're kind of already there. And visualize that deep scoop through the stomach at the top. And the last one, the third one, this one coming up. Let's stay up at the top. So find your shape at the top. This little version we did last week, let's go with it again. If your back doesn't like the extension, Esther, I'm thinking about you, and maybe Joe, you don't do this version. You do the usual standard shoulder bridge. Otherwise, you kind of want to roll your shoulders underneath you and then put your hands into the crook of your lower back. So now we are in lumbar extension. It's okay to be there. You're going to unfold your right leg to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, place it back down. Try to keep the hips nice and still. Breathe out, push through the right foot, extend the left leg. Breathe in, place it down. On the last one, on the right leg, stay here. You're going to try to stay high, so really push through your left heel for me. Release your hands. The right leg goes down. Exhale, inhale, kick it up. 1, we're doing 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, a nice quad stretch at the bottom, hammy stretch at the top. 7, 8, replace the foot. I'm going to unravel to give my lower back a mini break. At the bottom, find neutral. As soon as you're there, breathe in, breathe out, peel it back up again. Hit the top. Pull the shoulders underneath you. Push through the feet and lift the pelvis a little bit hard to get a quad stretch. Find that hand position. My arms are way too long for this exercise. Stay here. Left leg. Unfold. Extend that leg. Make it an inch longer. Place it back down. Right leg. Place it down. Back to the left side. Stay. Find your right foot, push it into the floor. Find that right glute, take the hands away, press the arms into the floor, down and up. 1, 2, 3, keep lifting the pelvis. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Replace the foot. Check that you're back in the middle. Unravel that upper back. Massage the middle back, massage the lower back, and just pull the knees into the chest for a little second, just for a little lower back stretch. We're going to go into a rollover. If you don't do a rollover, you do your prep. Your prep is just arms by the side and peeling your bottom off. I think we all know that one, right? Otherwise, if you're good for the full rollover, come with me. Extend the legs to the sky. Breathe out, lock in your L shape. Peel the pelvis off. Exhale, here we go. Inhale, separate the heels, flex the feet. You have two imaginary magnets attached to your heels, pulling them out that way. And you have a magnet on your lower back. Feel the two oppositional pulls as you come down slowly. Circle the legs back up to your L. We're just doing 3, 2 to go. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, separate. Flex the feet, find that pull. Let those shoulders go, stabilize through the back of the shoulders. Back to the top, one more. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Roll, roll, roll. Circle it down. Bend the knees into the chest. Curl yourself up into sitting. Grab your towel. Getting ready for a spine stretch. If you need to roll up mats, sit on cushions. Do your thing right now. Reach those two arms straight forward. Push the heels into the floor. Like we did in the warm-up, in that sitting position, that spine stretch, lift the ribs up off the pelvis. A simple spine stretch to begin, nothing fancy. Breathe in to prepare. Head tucks in and tail tucks in as you breathe out. Reach the towel past your big toes, but pull that stomach back, 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 back. Breathe in slowly, restack. All the way up, lift the crown of the head tall. 2 more. Exhale, I really want to see that whole scoop, the lower back fighting to pull in the opposite direction from the crown of the head, so don't go too fast through this. Take your time. I want beautiful attention to detail. Lucky lass. Exhale. We're going to stay in the spine stretch actually. Pause. Think about your tailbone right now. It should be pulling underneath you. You're going to release it. Send it behind you. Send the head in the opposite direction, and those arms ideally are by your ears. If this is too much, lower the arms a little bit. I want that long straight line. Hold, hold. We're going to pulse the arms back. 1. It's a tiny pull. Those shoulders should be pulling down. Release. Exhale. Pull the towel back. 2. Release. We're doing 6. As the towel pulls back, your waist has to feel like it gets narrower. The lower tummy is nowhere near your thighs. 3 to go. 2 more. Last one, guys. Pull. Pitch on that diagonal a little bit more. Come on. Work more. Lengthen the crown of the head. Release. Restack tall. Give those shoulders a little release if you need to. I'm really feeling my arms tonight. Send the towel above your head. Breathe out. Rotate. Bend the elbows. Look all the way around the room. Breathe in. Come back to your front. Other side. Breathe out. This probably has to be the hardest exercise for me in the whole of the repertoire. So simple. But this is where I go, oh my God, my back does not move. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out. We just keep battling away, right? All the way around the room. Anchor the sit bones. 1 more each way. Twist, twist. Don't move your pelvis. Get taller. Roll. Can the crown of the head find the ceiling? Up, 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 up. Amazing. Come back. Last one. Exhale. All the way, all the way, all the way. Bring it back. Let go of your towel. Pick your butts up. Come to the front of your mat. Grab the back of the ankles. That's not your ankles. That's your thighs. Grab the back of your thighs. Lift up through the spine. Exhale, pull the stomach, extend the right leg. You're hugging your thighs close towards your chest. Inhale, bend. Your arms are doing the work. Breathing out. Nothing is moving except for your lower leg. You might not get your legs straight. Doesn't matter. Do your best. Exhale. Shoulders are anchored. Last one. You know what's coming, open leg rocker. If you can, if the full open leg rocker is too tricky, you do this version here. I think we all know that. Otherwise, you're with me. Grab the back of the ankles. Scoop the stomach. Extend the legs. I want you to imagine you're squeezing a magic circle right now between your ankles. Squeeze your imaginary magic circle. Pull down through the armpits. Pull the stomach back. Breathe in, tuck the head, tuck the tail. Get ready to rock. Don't put the head on the floor. Push through the legs, lift up, squeeze your circle. Hold. Again, we're just doing 3. Tuck the head, tuck the tail. Try to show me that balance at the top. Stop. Amazing. One more. Tuck the head, tuck the tail. Find the top. Hold, hold, hold. Bring your legs together if you can. Pull your legs towards your face. Oh, and I lost it. I was going to say roll back with control. You're going to do better than me. And then just gently take yourself onto your side. We're going to come up for a side support. So shoulder back into the socket. I'm going to go here. So I've got my right foot forward. We're going to do 8 side supports. Ideally, as you come back down, don't let your bottom touch the mat. I want you to see if you can hover. If you really need to, you can, but it has to be a soft landing. But ideally, just come to a hover, push straight back up again. It'll make sense, hopefully, when we start. So lift up tall, other arm out to the side. Ready to go. Breathe in, press. Stretch the top side. Breathe out. Don't touch, back up 2. So you're watching that underneath shoulder. 3. The shoulder blade is stable. 4. And 5. Squeeze the inside thighs together. You're in control. Looks amazing. 6. Super strong. Only 2 more. 7. Lucky last. 8. Why don't we pause here? Roll onto a plank. Stop for 3 breaths. To get longer. To push the floor away with the toes. To push the floor away with the fingertips. Slowly bend the knees. Place them down and go onto the other cheek. Here we go. Getting ready. Setting up as quickly as we can. Let's go. Esther, if your shoulder doesn't like this, go just do it front support. Do something that doesn't aggravate your shoulder at all. Exactly. Here we go. Up we go. 1. Squeeze the inside thighs. And 2. And 3. Halfway there, 4. You want to make sure you're between your 2 brick walls. We're not pulling the head forward. 5. Keep breathing. 6. And 7. Last one. 8. Stay up. Rotate to transition. Into the plank. Find the long diagonal line. Just a little mini split second. Let's place the knees down all the way down onto the belly. Get ready for a cobra. So I want the hands in front of the shoulders. I always do my cobra with my feet slightly apart because that's just my lower back. I'll leave it up to you. Here we go. Lift your tummies off the floor. Breathe in. Let's go halfway. Lengthen the crown of the head. Breathe out. Pick up the stomach. Push through the hands. Look straight forward. Lift up through the crown of the head. Breathe out. All the way down. Got the breath wrong. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Pick the top of the thighs up off the floor. Inhale to lower halfway. Exhale all the way. One more. So you guys know that I don't need to tell you not to dump in the lower back, right? I think I say it every week, so I think you guys are good. Next one, stay up at the top. Hold. Turn your head to the right. Roll your head down for a little stretch. Look to the left. Bring it back to the center. Check your lower abdominals are still pulling up. Roll your head. Turn, rotate to the other side, back to the center. Control back down. Amazing. Sit back onto the heels. Stretch out the backs. Just for a moment. Grab your towel and go back onto your backs. We're going to do a little bicycle up the hill version thingy. Just going to fix my towel. So if you need to fix your towel quickly, just do that. So we're onto our back. Now you can just do the basic version if you need to. It will make sense in a moment. Reach your arms forward. Just kind of on a little diagonal. Lift your feet off the floor. You can keep your head down on the floor the whole time here if you need to. Left leg goes forward, right leg goes to the ceiling. Stabilize your shoulders. And you're going to do a big cycle action with the legs. So just breathe through. I'm not going to give you a breath pattern. Soften the neck, stabilize the shoulders. When you feel ready, we're going to peel the head and shoulders off, reach the towel forward, stop in a chest lift. Keep the legs going. This is enough work as it is. But if you want to up the challenge, you're going to start to climb the hill. Here we go. Reach through your handlebars, pull on the towel, and very slowly peel your spine up. Keep the legs moving at the top. Stay. Very slowly roll back down the hill. Cycle back down the hill. Back into the chest lift. Head goes back down. Again, here we go. Curl up. You can stay here, or you could reach forward and climb that hill. Stay. Roll it back down. We're just going to do this one more time, guys. Keep going with those legs. Don't stop. Heel. Nearly just got there. Keep going. All the way back down. Pull the knees into the chest. Can't finish class without a teaser. Hit me if you like. It's okay. You're allowed to. So set the legs. Set the arms over the head. If you need to keep the knees bent, do it. You guys know how to modify. Here we go. 3 to 6. Let's go. Exhale to come up if that helps you out. Lift up through the crown of the head. Bend the knees if you have to, roll through the lower back to get back down to the bottom. Don't let those ribs flare. Here we go. Breathing out. Breathe in to stay. I'm doing 3. Breathe out to roll. If you want to do 6, you guys go for it. This is my last one. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale, tuck and roll smoothly. Ooh, that was tough. Pull the knees into the chest. Grab your towel and give yourself a beautiful hammy stretch. Let the shoulders go. Pull that thigh back. Melt into your mat. If you want to pull those toes back to your face, just for a split second to get that little neural stretch. And then point and then just bend that knee. Just swap the legs, put the second leg in. Find that stretch. The underneath knee could be bent or straight. I don't mind. Breathe deeply. Pull the toes back if you like. Soften the knee. Grab your shins. Just kind of rock up to sitting. And then cross one ankle all the way over. See if you can firmly, or kind of just let that sit bone find the heaviness. And then rotate. A little further. Carefully unwind. Swap to the other side. Again, just find that heaviness through that sit bone. Add the twist. Come back into a little butterfly stretch. Push with the backs of the elbows. Nice and gently. A little deeper if you can. Use those arms. Well done. Bring those knees together into your crouch. Find the heaviness through the heels. Just stay here for a moment and find that Achilles stretch. Find your core control as you slowly start to roll up in your own time. All the way to standing. I'm going to push my mat out the way for a second. Find your upright posture. You see me? I'm just going to tilt the camera a little bit. You can see the whole of me. Stack your arms. Lift up tall. Pick up the knees. Up, up, up. Nice and fast. Just breathe through. Getting ready to pick it up a little bit. Lift the knees up, 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 up. Breathe. One more set. 10 star jumps. Here we go, as big as we can, pushing to the sky. 1, 2, 3. Push the floor away. 6, 8, 9, 10. Roll the shoulders and the breath. 3 deep breaths. Need more than that to calm my heart rate down. 2 more breaths. Reach the arms to the side. Being open to all the wonderful things that's going to happen to us for the rest of this week. Thank you so much, guys. Well done. You survived another one. Whew. I missed my cardio this week and I'm definitely feeling it. I haven't done any cardio this week at all. And yes.
Thanks, Sue.
Well done, ladies. If you need to stretch anything else, go for it.
Thank you.
Next week.
Thanks. Amazing.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Take care, Sue.
Bye.